Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into what's going on at Liverpool Football Club. It's a really critical moment for them, a huge transition phase, as their new manager, Arne Slot, tries to steady the ship and really forge a new identity for the team. In the world of top-flight football, especially at a club the size of Liverpool, the noise, it just never stops, does it? Every single match becomes a headline. Every little tactical change is a huge talking point. And every time the team sheet comes out, it feels like this massive statement. And yeah, that's exactly how the media frames it, right? You hear talk about a power struggle or a crisis, or that every single game is basically a referendum on the manager's authority. But here's the thing. If you can tune out all that noise and look past the headlines, what the club is actually focused on is much simpler and, frankly, way more important than any single result. So let's really get into this. The key word here is stabilize. Liverpool aren't just trying to win games at the moment. They're trying to make things less chaotic, more repeatable, especially when the pressure is on. They're building this new, reliable identity under Arne Slot, one that it can actually handle all the stuff a long season throws at you. The injuries, the rotations, the insane pressure. Okay, so to see what this whole stabilization thing looks like in the real world, let's take a look at their recent win over Brighton, because that game, it tells a much bigger story. Look, a 2-0 win is always great, right? You'll take that any day of the week. But the real story here, the really important part, isn't just the score. It's how they got that win and what it tells us about where this team is headed. Yeah, this one match was kind of like a mini season in 90 minutes. You've got two big takeaways. First, it was a total manager's win. It was all about defensive control, getting that clean sheet. That's a huge priority for Slot. But second, it told us a story about the squad itself, about a new hierarchy maybe taking shape, especially when Mohamed Salah came on, which nobody really expected. And make no mistake, the way they got that controlled win, that was no accident. This is the crucial point. That victory is proof of a really deliberate change in tactics. Slot is basically installing a whole new playbook. Think of it like this. He's shifting the team away from what we're used to seeing, that high-emotion, kind of instinctive chaos. That old style was all about relentless tempo and just overwhelming volume. The new logic? It's all about control. We're talking controlled spacing, repeatable moves, and a huge, huge focus on a concept called rest defense. So what on earth is rest defense? Well, it's a huge part of Slot's whole philosophy. And it's way more than just, defending. It's all about being set up to kill a counterattack before it can even get going. So picture this. Liverpool's attackers lose the ball way up the field. In the past, that might have been a mad scramble back. Now, the idea is that the midfielders are already in positions to shut down the other team's easiest pass out. The whole team is structured to be stable even in that split second of chaos when you lose the ball. It's all about being proactive, not reactive. And for this club, that is a massive change. And that's the trade-off, isn't it? When this system works, Liverpool look way calmer, more organized. But when it's not quite clicking, it can feel like the team is missing some of that wild, unpredictable spark that we all know, that natural Liverpool chaos that the whole club, fans and players, kind of thrived on. It's definitely a new way of doing things. But of course, you can't just install a new system in a lab, right? It's being tested every single day by the real-world pressures of managing a Premier League team. And the first big problem, the really obvious one, injuries. It's a long, brutal season, and the knocks are starting to pile up. And that, of course, has a direct impact on whether the manager can even put his best-laid plans into action. Look at this. We're talking about key players here. This isn't just a list of names. It has real-world consequences. You've got Joe Gomez with a muscle issue, and they have to be super careful with him. That puts a ton of strain on the back line. Dominic Szoboszlai, he's getting closer, but is he ready for a full 90 minutes? Probably not, and that limits your engine room. And then Cody Gakpo being out for weeks? That is a massive blow to your attacking options. These aren't just little problems. They seriously tie the manager's hands and force him to get creative. But even bigger than the injury list is this: the massive challenge of managing the squad without its superstar. Mohamed Salah is heading off to the Africa Cup of Nations. And let's be real, this isn't just about losing one player. It's about losing the guy the entire attack is built around. So now, with Salah gone, Slot has a huge decision to make. It really comes down to two paths. Does he try to replace the player? Find one guy who can somehow replicate that insane goal output? Or does he go the other way and try to replace the output through the system itself? That means spreading the goals around, getting more from the other forwards, midfielders, even set pieces. Okay, so let's recap. You've got a brand new tactical system being built. You've got injuries piling up, and you've got your superstar player about to leave. All of these things, all these threads are coming together and pointing towards one massive, massive test. Yep, the upcoming match away at Tottenham. This is where the theory of stabilization really meets reality. This is where the rubber meets the road. It's a tough place to go, against a team that plays with a ton of energy. We're about to find out if Slot's new, calmer, more controlled style can actually hold up under the kind of intense pressure that can make any team fall apart. And this match is going to be won or lost in a few key battles. So first, can Liverpool's rest defense shut down Tottenham's lightning-fast counterattacks? Second, without Salah, can their new system actually create enough chances from that right side? And maybe the biggest question of all, can Liverpool control the pace of the game, keep it calm, or are they going to get sucked into the chaotic, high-speed track meet that Tottenham is going to try to force? And all of that leaves us with the one big question. The one that's not just about this one match, but about the entire future of Liverpool under Arne Slot. Is this new path, this calm, calculated control, the way to win things consistently? Or is that wild, unpredictable chaos the actual soul of the club, the very thing that makes them special? We're about to find out.